Wake up to the seal. Free yourself. Free yourself. Work together. Close that racial divide. Close that economic divide.
Yeah, amen.
Wake up. Wake up. And be what you say, a volunteer of goodness. Equality. Equality. And love all to the seal. I'm out of here.
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Y'all see this goal right here? Does everybody see it? Yes, sir. All right. This isn't money. This is a Federal Reserve note. This is debt. Whenever you go to the store and you buy milk, you're not giving them money. You're trading debt for food. Does that sound like a plan to you guys?
No way.
All right. How many people know about the Bilderberg Group? All right. How many of them have actually seen them in person? Well, nope. Not too many, huh? Does that sound fair to you?
No.
They hide. They're not here today. They run this country. We don't. All right. A lot of people talk about prisoners. They're being institutionalized. They keep going back to the prisons because that's all they know. We're institutionalized to this. We're a part of this system, and we don't know how to get out of it. But we don't know how, but we're figuring it out. And we're getting brave enough to step outside of our comfort zone. Are you guys brave enough to do that? Yeah! The First and the Second Amendment. Do you guys know that? Yeah. The First Amendment, that's the peaceful way to do it. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, all that great stuff. Second Amendment, the backup plan, right to bear arms, form militia. We don't want that to happen. Nobody does. We don't want bloodshed. But the moment they go into the Constitution and they take any of those words out of context, it's no longer viable, and we're not going to tolerate that. This dollar doesn't own me. All right? I work for this dollar, and according to all of us, we all owe a debt to this country. We are debt. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't own any credit cards. I don't have any debt. So why are they putting debt on my shoulders that I didn't even create? Is that fair? All right, so this dollar, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to step forward and say something here. Just because of the fact that I've been looking at this issue for lots and lots of years, and one thing we miss, one thing that people always miss, they disguise from it. We recently had a court ruling saying corporations are persons around the first. That is not when they started. That ruling was done in the middle of the night, basically behind closed doors.
Exactly. 86.
When they established corporate personhood, that's when they took away the right for us to control and charter corporations at the state and local level.
Right on.
Right after that was monopoly. That's what you turn around. If you don't turn around and make it where corporations aren't persons, because as soon as they declared a person, they took the 14th Amendment that was supposed to protect free black people, and they used it to say all persons have to be treated equal, and that made it to where corporations couldn't be limited by state regulations. Before that, they had laws saying corporations couldn't have closed books. Corporations couldn't have a person sitting on the board of more than one corporation. Corporations couldn't own stocks in other corporations. Corporations couldn't have lobbyists. Those were how we controlled it before 1886.
That's a democracy.
And the fascists that run this country don't want us remembering that. That's where if you get smart, go to the book. There's a book, I didn't write it, Tom Hartman wrote it, called Unequal Protection. Read that book. That details how corporations got to be persons and took our government from us. That's what we got to turn around. That's the specific thing we can turn around, and everything else will start falling into place. But if you don't take away their personhood, you will not take away their legal right to rule over us.
Amen.
Before we continue, I have a quick announcement from our facilitator. How many of you have been seeing how they're doing things up in New York?